Hello, this is week three's social emotional learning toolbox. So I am teaching third grade English language arts and math. So I will be going through 10 different social emotional strategies for a third grade classroom. Let me present this. So this is me, Sinead Quinn, third grade English language arts math teacher. 10 different social emotional strategies for a third grade classroom. So the first one that I really enjoyed was the social emotional assessment from the DeVar Student Strength Assessment. This is given at the beginning of the school year, and there are different versions. There's a mini version, and there's also the normal assessment. The assessment contains 72 items. So I think the mini assessment is best for third grade classrooms. And what the assessment does is it looks for students' strengths. And so it'll take it on a scale of never, rarely, sometimes, and the students will check off a box on how they feel based on the item being asked. Another social emotional strategy that I use in my classroom is to make sure that our practices align with our school values. I am a third grade teacher at a private Catholic school, so it is important that we have our core values in the classroom be aligned with our school values as well. And so creating a core values planning tool so that students get a worksheet and they fill out their personal core values, and we make sure that they align with our school values as well. I think that's important to create that community feel, and so that our students are on the same page and same track. So the Hanover Research PDF has the core planning tool, which is the page that the students will fill out to find those core beliefs of their own and the school. So then after we come together and we talk about the two and find the similarities there. The next one that I liked is Class Dojo. Class Dojo, besides being a classroom management tool, they have big idea videos that focus on social emotional skills. So empathy, compassion, perseverance, growth mindset. These videos are great because not only for third grade, they can be used for first through fifth, but it's a great way to start the morning. The characters are really kid friendly. They're monsters, but the lessons that are shared through the videos are really relatable, and the kids can connect with them. So after watching the big idea video, there are discussion questions that reflect upon them. So that is another social emotional strategy to use for my third graders. Think, pair, share activities are great in general for material content, and also that social emotional aspect as well. So using the material from the lesson, teachers can create questions for students to answer by themselves and then be able to share with each other. So they're bouncing off ideas, and they're also learning that everyone learns in a different way, and we all have different opinions and perspectives. So once our Think, Pair, Share is finished, we can share that together as a group, and that way come together and have all of those ideas in one big pot. The use of I statements, so modeling for students as well. So I combined those two because I think valuing our students, showing that I appreciate you and I am happy to see you doing this. I'm happy to see you accomplish this, or I appreciate you for doing this, or I see that you're trying hard. Are strategies that are important for our students to hear and see, and in that aspect, they can they internalize that, and then they start doing it as well. So I think modeling and the use of I statements is a really good social emotional strategy and skill to have. Morning huddles or community circles. So before class starts, whether it's a would you rather question, my third graders love would you rather questions. It's a great way to start your day, because it allows for that space of them to talk. They're really excited to see each other in the morning. So it gives them that space. And it also allows for them to use their self-management skills, because you have to wait your turn when we have that democracy in the classroom. So waiting your turn, being respectful of everyone's opinions, connecting as well, sharing experiences that they might not have known about a friend that they're learning. Also check-ins, so numbers 1 to 10, how we're feeling, how we can either improve our number or feel better throughout the day. So having that self-management, that self-awareness, that social awareness play right from the get-go in the morning. Mindful breathing strategies are a really important social emotional strategy to have our students be aware of their feelings and emotions, and then knowing how to navigate those. So I have this ringed set of laminated little cards for my students, and there's 4 different breathing strategies, whether it's balloon breathing. There are a lot of strategies at this website, The Pathway to Success, that allow for students in really kid-friendly ways to manage themselves and to come back and to focus and center on their own. And this can be done before big tests, after lunch or recess, to bring them back in, to calm them down again before we get going. And also for intervention for students who have those strong emotions, to allow them to be accountable and feel responsible and proud that they can do this. A calm down corner, also known as other people call it a peace corner, is another social emotional skill and strategy for our students in the classroom. So having that space where they can go if they are feeling overwhelmed, in a space where they can read quietly or listen to quiet, relaxing music, or read inspirational quotes to get them kind of back into that positive mindset. Music for social emotional learning. I think ever since, as kids, we learn our first things through song and through music. So social emotional learning as well can be used through different music and songs. Using the lyrics and finding the emotions that the artists are trying to portray, and connecting, right? Finding those connections and being relevant, right, to with our students. And the last one I have here is looks like, sounds like. There's also looks like, sounds like, and feels like. So they are charts where students create them in class together. So you can take a different moral or value, like respect or collaboration or teamwork, or what does it mean to persevere? What does perseverance look like? What does perseverance sound like? So students create this chart together in class. So it gives them that sense of, I'm creating it and I know what it looks like and sounds like, and I'm capable of doing this. So those looks like, sounds like charts are great to keep in the classroom too. So we can always go back to them and say, hey, I know this is tough right now, but remember perseverance. Remember what it said. What does it look like? It looks challenging sometimes. What does it sound like? Sounds like you want to give up. We go through it. So always having those around so you can relate back to them. Really powerful stuff. Students understand it as well because they help in creating it. This is my reference page with some of the websites that are attached to the PowerPoint as well. I hope you enjoyed this PowerPoint and got some different skills and strategies out of this. Thank you.